Hello guys, this is Juli, Juliana, whichever one you prefer, and welcome to a new video. So I know I haven't posted anything in like a year or so. I didn't have that much time to upload or make any videos, but hopefully now that we're in quarantine, which kind of sucks, but hey, stay at home, please be safe. I will have more time to keep on posting videos. Okay, so if you hear anything, that's probably my roommate. She's a musician, so you'll probably hear. So the reason why I am back on YouTube is because if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw this story that I shared about how I ended up in a fire truck being dropped off on set by firefighters. Well, a lot of people enjoyed that story and they were like, please make a video about it, and I didn't know whether to make it in Spanish or English, but here I am making a video in English. Then again, I have to remind you that English is not my first language, as you probably can tell because of my accent. So please be mindful of that. I'll do my best to tell this story so that you can all understand and hopefully enjoy it. So if you want to know more about this story, then keep on watching. So this all began a couple of weeks ago. I was shooting a video for, I don't think I can share that yet. I could get sued. But all I can say is that the producers, the producer was Michael Jackson Jr., Prince Jackson. Well, so he was the producer, that's all I can say. But I don't think I can say anything about the artist and about the music video itself, because I signed a contract. But anyway, so we were shooting a video and it was like a 2-day shoot. The first day we were shooting somewhere. Damn, I don't think I can share any of this. Okay. So one of the locations was in downtown LA. At night, our call time was around 7:30 or 8, something like that. And like some of you know, I just moved to LA like 2 months ago, and I obviously don't have a car yet, so I've been taking the bus and Ubering pretty much everywhere. So for that, I decided that I was just gonna take the bus, and I didn't know exactly where the location was. But I had heard it was like a sketchy, dangerous area, so I like Googled it on Google Maps, and there was a bus that will like drop me off like a block away from the actual location. So I figured, you know, I can still take the bus, and then as soon as I get off the bus, I'm just gonna run to the location because it was just like a block away. So I was like, yeah, it's not too bad, you know. So I took the bus. I took 2 different buses from my apartment to downtown LA, and from that location I took another one that would drop me off, you know, a block away from the actual location. So I got off the bus and the driver was like, are you sure it's here? This is a dangerous area, honey, be careful. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'm just gonna run. It's like, I know where it is, it's like a block away, don't worry about it. And she was like, okay. So the bus drives away and I'm like, okay, I know I have to go that way. So I literally run. It was like the darkest area in LA. I swear it was super dark. There was not a single soul around me, nothing. It was like an industrial area, so I was pretty much surrounded by like abandoned warehouses and buildings, but there was no people, like there was absolutely no one around me. But like I said, it was only a block away, so I was like, yeah, I'll be fine, don't worry. So I ran to what I thought was the location, and then I got there and there was literally no one there. There was nothing there, and I was like, okay, I don't think this is it. So I was like, okay, let's try with Google Maps, because that's what I had been using to get there. And it turns out I had been running in the wrong direction, and I was like, okay, that's perfect. I knew where I had to go, but to get there I had to walk for 2 blocks because I had been dropped off by the bus on like literally a block away from the location, and I had run in the opposite direction, so now I had to run 2 blocks to get to that place. So, and it was 8 p.m. Like I said, it was really dark outside, and I was getting really scared for obvious reasons. There was like a clinic, like a hospital, I don't know, there was something, and there was like a security guard. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stand there and look for the actual place, because I don't know where to walk. I kind of knew where it was, but at the same time, like, I was like, okay, I can't make any more mistakes. What if I run in the opposite direction again and I get even more lost? And I even considered getting an Uber, but I was like, okay, that's ridiculous. Why would I get an Uber? I'm like literally right here, so you know, there's no point. So I was like standing there like right next to the security guard, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yes, don't worry, I'm fine. And he asked me if I was lost, and I was like, no, I know where to go, don't worry about it. And he was like, okay. So, you know, I felt safe there because he was right there. So I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place. So I called the producer, which was Michael Jackson Jr., aka Prince Jackson. We're friends now. Okay, no, maybe no. Okay, I'm joking, we're not friends, but I still called him because, you know, he was the producer for that video. And he answered his phone and he was like, where are you? And I was like, hey, I don't know where I am. Can you please help me? Like, I honestly don't know where I am. I think I'm in the right place, but also like it's a really dark area, it's kind of dangerous, I don't know where to go. And he was obviously scared as well because he knew the area was like dangerous. So he was like, oh my gosh, where are you? Do you want me to come get you? Like, where are you? Just tell me where you are. And I was like, I don't know, I'm on like whatever street it was, I don't remember the name, but yeah, like I think I'm right here. But like I'm not sure, like should I walk this way or this way? And he was like, okay, just walk towards a bridge. Do you see a bridge? And I was like, yeah, it's kind of far, like it was like 2 blocks away. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna run to that bridge, like towards the bridge. But he was like, please do not hang up the phone. But he was like, yeah, like please stay on the phone, just like run to the bridge, but stay on the phone, okay? Do not hang up. And I was like, okay, don't worry. So I ran to the bridge, and I was like, okay, I'm here. Where do I go now? In that area, it was even worse than where I had been earlier. There was no security guards whatsoever, so I was getting scared. I kept looking around, and it was also like really dark. And he was like, okay, so now do you see like a couple trucks, like 1 or 2 trucks? You have to walk in that direction. And I could see the trucks, like they were there, yeah. So I knew where to go, but to get to that place, he had told me, he was like, okay, just walk through that street and then you'll see me. And I was like, I don't see you. And he's like, yeah, because I'm on the other side of the street. And I was like, okay, obviously I couldn't see him because the street was like the darkest street I've ever seen in my life, and it looked like a horror movie. So I was like, I don't know if I want to go there, but like also I mean, I'm pretty sure he's over there, you know. So the only thing I could do was pretty much run through that street. But I was still hesitant. Like I said, it looked like a freaking horror movie. I was terrified. And as I'm still on the phone with him, I see a fire truck across the street. And I was like, okay, there's a fire truck. Okay, I don't feel so like lonely anymore. But like, you know, I kind of ignored the fire truck, you know. I was still on the phone with him. We were talking. He was like, okay, like I could come get you, or I don't know. And I was like, yeah, no, don't worry. Like I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna walk towards you. I don't know. And as I'm talking to him, I hear someone going like, hey. And I was like, oh my god. When I heard that, I was like, okay, what? Who is that? So I was like obviously scared again, and I had completely forgotten about the fire truck. And I was still on the phone, so like I had like so many things in my head, and then I see the fire truck coming towards me, and I'm like, oh no, am I gonna go to jail? Like, what's going on? What's happening? I didn't know what to do. And so the fire truck stops right in front of me, and they're like, hey, are you lost? Are you okay? I was like, I'm not lost. I was lost, but I know where to go. It's like a block away in that direction. I just don't want to go by myself because it's super dark, and like I don't know if there's someone hiding behind the trucks, or I don't know. And they were like, yeah, this is like a really dangerous area, like what are you doing here? And I was like, yeah, we're shooting a music video there, but like I just got lost. I got dropped off by a bus like across the street, and I just didn't know where to go, but don't worry, I'm fine, I'll be fine. And they were like, no, we'll give you a ride. And I was like, what? There was a gigantic, enormous, huge fire truck in front of me. I felt like I was dreaming, honestly. Oh, okay, and this is also like really important. I was still on the phone with Michael Jackson Jr., but as soon as the fire truck came and the firefighters started talking to me, I hung up on him, so he was obviously scared. So I'm guessing, like, because he got scared, he called all of the producers and everyone else. He was like, hey, like, listen, I was talking to one of the extras, and she got lost, and she hung up on me. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what if something happened to her? I don't know. Maybe he wasn't doing any of this, but anyway, I just had to clarify that. Because I was still on the phone and he got scared. Well, anyway, so long story short, they open up the door and they're like, coming in. They helped me get in the truck, which was crazy. Yo, that thing was huge. It was like, that's what she said. They helped me get into the truck, and I was there surrounded by maybe 4 or 5 firefighters, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. This feels like a freaking movie. I'm pretty sure no one has gone through anything like this. It was like crazy for me to think that I was in a fire truck and that they were dropping me off at this location where Michael Jackson Jr. was waiting for me to get there safely. So they gave me a ride. It was literally a block away. I got in the truck. I was in the truck with the firefighters. We were talking and they were like, okay, where are you going? I showed them the address and they were like, okay, that's like literally here. And I was like, yeah, that's what I told you. It's like right here. So because it was right there, maybe 30 seconds later, we're already there. We get to the location and there's like a bunch of people outside. All of the producers, Michael Jackson Jr., and a lot of other people there, and they see this huge fire truck arriving and they're like, huh. And I was like, well, if you think that's funny and weird, just wait till you see me walking out of the fire truck. Yeah, they were obviously like really worried about me, but they were still like, okay, what is a fire truck doing here? So one of the firefighters opens the door for me. I get out of the truck, but like I was on this side and everyone, like all of the production people and everyone else was like on the other side of the truck, so they couldn't see me. So I walked out of it and everyone's like, huh? We had been filming in a different location before, so they knew me, they knew who I was. So as soon as they see me getting out of the truck, they're like, what? Like what? Everyone was like so confused, and so was I. We were all like laughing and like very confused, but they were also like relieved that I was safe and that I was finally there. We obviously thanked the firefighters for giving me a ride and keeping me safe. And one of the producers actually filmed a video of the fire truck, and I will insert that somewhere in this story.
Thanks to these guys, look at that. Look who serves with integrity and pride. Hey, thanks for dropping off our extra, man. Appreciate you guys. Drive safe, guys. That's fucking badass. Dude, that's so fucking cool. It was like, why are they here? They're here to drop our extra off. What a nice group of people. Huh? This guy in the back, I want to do this job right here. Hey! We're like, God, we hope they're not coming here for us. And then they dropped off our extra.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!